The Chicago Cubs are all in for winning this season. Let's talk about it. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. What's going on, C3 fam? It's your boy, Mike Jones, back again with another episode of Chicago Cubs Central. That's right. Your number one spot for all things Chicago Cubs is right here on the C3. And guys, I don't lie to you. I've been down in the dumps since losing that last channel. But I don't know. I reinvigorated energy. And I am excited to talk to you today. And partially of the reason why I'm excited is because of comments made by Bruce Levine, one of the strongest analysts in the MLB today, who has all the inside stuff, was around the Cubs during the offseason and spring training, and gave some great news that should have you and me, the Cubs fans, ready to go for the season. No, you don't see me in Cubs gear today. Yes, I have a Rock shirt on. Yes, it is WrestleMania weekend. Happy WrestleMania weekend to all those who celebrate. Also, it's Easter weekend, so happy Easter weekend to all my friends and family and all the C3 fam out there. Shout out to each and every last one of you. Watch some Cubs games. They're all 120 games this weekend, but also spend some time with your family. And if you celebrate, also go to church also. All right? That's that. Now, we got to talk about things. But before I get into the news from Bruce Levine, a couple things. First and foremost, on this channel, for anybody that's a newcomer, we demand respect. I demand that you respect not only me, I demand that you also respect everybody else in the comment section as they comment below. That means that it's okay to disagree. It's okay to not believe something. But when you come off disrespectful, you're going to get cooked. And like I said, last time I did a video like this where I was posting talking about potential moves Chicago Cubs could make, we did have somebody hop on the channel, hop on the video and try to comment and try to blast me and say fake news or something like that. However, once again, what I said on that episode is literally going to be backed up by what I'm getting ready to tell y'all right now. So that lets you know I'm not out here just talking out the side of my neck when I'm talking. I'm just out here talking for views. I don't need to do this for views. I do this for the love of the game, baby. But listen, when I talk, I'm telling y'all, I'm reporting usually stuff that I've either read, heard, or have insider information on. So when you hear it, when you see it, listen, believe it. And I'm not going to come over here and just speak stuff that I don't know. I'm just telling you guys what I've heard or what I've seen. And I'm just out here reporting the news. So keep it cute in the comments, man. Keep it cute in the comments. I'm cool with people disagreeing with me, but if you come in and be disrespectful with that disagreement, you're going to get cooked. This is Chicago Cubs Central. This ain't Locked On. This ain't Set Up Man. This ain't none of them shows. You will get cooked in the comments. So I had to stop my brother Hayes last time from really going off because he's getting ready to take off. So like I said, just keep it cute. Disagree, that's fine. We can have a conversation about it in the comments. I'll go back and forth. But once it starts to get disrespectful, if you take it there, we go further. And you don't want to go there with us. Trust me. Now, with that being said, guys, we have some huge news about the Chicago Cubs being all in this season on winning. And, don't take my word for it because clearly I don't know what I'm talking about. Go ahead and
everything's pointing in the right direction. Injury-wise, obviously, you lose one of your top pitchers. They're out there looking at probably 4 or 5 of what they consider to be the best pitchers available. We talked about it the other day as well. It's not going to be any surprise if they make a move for it. It just depends how much of their minor league system are they willing to trade to win this year. They're all in. I think, they're playing a game of Texas Hold'em, and the Cubs are all in this year. So I expect Hoyer to do everything he can to bring in some top pitching and, another, maybe even a third baseman along the way. Who knows? By the time August rolls around, we'll see how that position.
Who knows by the time August rolls around who's going to be on this team? But the Chicago Cubs are expected to make major moves this season. Again, this is exactly what I told you was going to happen a week ago. I literally earlier this week was telling you guys the Chicago Cubs are going to make moves. I do not expect this roster to look the same by the time the trade deadline comes and after the trade deadline ends. The Chicago Cubs are all in to win this season. Why? Because Jed Hoyer, Carter Hawkins' jobs are on the line. That's right. These guys want to win this season. They want to stay in Chicago Cubs management. Therefore, they have to win this season. And that's just what it comes down to, man. Like I said, the Chicago Cubs are off to a 12-9 start. We welcome the Arizona Diamondbacks in for a 3-game set into Wrigley this weekend. The Chicago Cubs are 12-9. The Arizona Diamondbacks are 12-7. Chicago Cubs looking to improve their record and keep the chokehold on the first place in the division. And yeah, man, like I said, they are trying to keep this thing going, and it's imperative in order for them to do so, to see this type of success, they have to keep adding on. The great teams do. If you look at that Dodgers team last year that won the World Series, none of the pitchers that pitched for the Dodgers in the playoffs pitched 100-plus innings for the Dodgers during the regular season. That means that they were adding guys on as they go because injuries happen, mistakes happen. Guys don't pan out the way that you thought they would. I tell you somebody that is panning out. Kyle Tucker's panning out. And if you can pay that man, pay that man. But at the same time, guys, we have to understand the Chicago Cubs are in a peculiar situation here. It's time to add on. What do we need, guys? Boom. We need starting pitching. What else do we need, guys? Boom. Probably a third baseman. And what else might we need, guys? Well, I don't know. Maybe a couple bullpen arms to satisfy the games where we use Hodge and Presley the night before, and we need some other guys that can come and lock down that game for us. That's right. Again, Javier Assad is working his way back. Jordan Wicks yesterday was called up as Luke Little was optioned back down to AAA. So you will see Jordan Wicks this weekend. Now, will he start or will he be out of the bullpen? That remains to be the question. However, I do expect him and Colin Ray to share time in that game together today. And the game starts at 1:20 today. Do not miss it. The Chicago Cubs are going to be must-see TV this weekend. The wind is blowing out at Wrigley, y'all. Buckle in. You don't know how it's going to end up. I mean, like I said, Ketel Marte always has himself a field day against the Chicago Cubs. Diamondbacks still look good, man, as a team. But, again, the Chicago Cubs, it's our time, and we want to win. So, with that being said, man, like I said, it's just really up to us. It's really up to management to see exactly what they can add on. Now, I know you're going to ask me, okay, Mike, so who do you want the Chicago Cubs to add in? That's the question of the day for today. Who do you want the Chicago Cubs